What's happening, people? This is Guzi. Welcome to my free tutorial video running through the drums on my track Hold Me, which is out now on Subdivision Recordings. I'm just going to play you the track quickly just so you know what we're working with, and then I'll go into the drums. So if I turn everything else off and just isolate the drums. For the kick drum and the snare drum, I've taken them out of this break from an Urban Dub sample pack. The kick drum, I've kept it pretty much as it was in the break and just cut it very, very short and put it in mono. And the snare drum, I've cut again very short and pitched it up by an octave. Makes it a bit more suitable for this type of track. And I've also got a kick sidechain and a snare sidechain ghost channel set up just to trigger any sidechain compressors on other channels if that's something that I want to do. On the snare drum, only other thing I've got going on is a bit of EQ to take out some unnecessary low end, and just a tiny bit of limiting, doing about 2 decibels of gain reduction just to tuck the snare in a little bit. The percussion is all comprised of this one drum kit from Native Instruments Battery 4. I've used a kit called the Genesis kit, no particular reason. I usually just flick through a load of random kits, opening them all up, and then when I find one that's got a few sounds in it that I like, I'll run with it and try and get something going. So I found this one and pretty much just would have experimented, making a few different ideas, and settled on this loop. So we've got everything we need in there to give the drum beat a bit more rhythm compared to if it was just a kick and a snare. The ride really helps, especially with the snare, because the snare is very, very short and quite dry, so having that splashy ride over the top just sort of connects all of the drums together a bit better and helps it roll. On the group, we've just got a little bit of tube distortion and a bit of limiting on the end just to bring the level up. I'll just show you what it sounds like with that off and on. So Camel Fat and FabFilter Pro L, 2 plugins that get used a lot on drums by drum and bass producers. On Camel Fat, you're looking at using the tube and the mech. On drums, works a treat. Other plugins that I've got on the drum group are a high pass filter and a low pass filter, and I've got the filters automated so that they are only on when I need them. So doing the automation on the frequency of the high pass and the low pass filter just means that the drums are going to come in and come out with a bit more impact on the drop and before the drop. The only other room or channel that I've used for the drums here is I've got a chorus effect using Valhalla Shimmer, and that's on a return track, and I've got some low end taken out of that as well as some high end. The reason I've done that channel is because the drums were quite mono, and I just wanted to add a bit of stereo back in just to give them a bit of interest in the left and right ear for people that are listening. Alright, thanks for watching this tutorial. I hope that's helped. It's just a quick little run through. If you want to get a bit more in-depth tutorial on how to do drums, head over to Education and Bass and check out my course on drums for drum and bass, which is available now.